Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This clip is titled Investigation Report on Nasr El-Rufai's 8 years tenure. Options open to Governor Obasani. It is no more news that about 42 days ago, the Kaduna State House of Assembly decided to appoint a committee to investigate all activities that were spearheaded by Nasr El-Rufai for 8 years. The committee sat, invited all people that are supposed to be invited, and submitted their report yesterday. Highlight of the reports include: number one, illegal withdrawal of 1.3 trillion from the Kaduna State government dollar account without appropriation, without any project or activity attached to the withdrawal. Number two, withdrawal of over 400 billion naira from various state government accounts, yet again without appropriation, without project or activities attached to them. Thirdly, withdrawal of 30 billion naira from Kaduna State Board of Internal Revenue various accounts, yet without appropriation, without project or activities attached to them. Again, various contracts were awarded without due processes. Companies were given advance payments, and some of them abandoned the project either halfway or midway. And such other doubtful, questionable, and fraudulent expenditures were part of the reports. Now, this report is supposed to be for the sole consumption of the governor. It is the responsibility of the governor, an obligation on his tweed shoulders, to look at the report and do the needful. Now, Governor Obasani may be misled or may follow the course of sentiments. He may treat the report with sentiments by factoring his old relationship with Nasr El-Rufai, by factoring his relationship with Nasr El-Rufai's family and friends, and just brush away the report, ignore it, and damn the consequences. Doing this will certainly invite the wrath of God on Governor Obasani, the wrath and resentment of people. The choice is his. The second option he has is to be carried away by the sentiment of his relationship with Bello El-Rufai. Bello El-Rufai is El-Rufai's son and is also Obasani's boy. Obasani mentored him. Obasani made him what he is today. Actually, Obasani funded over 90% of Bello El-Rufai's campaigns, which made him to emerge as the House of Reps member. That sentiment would be fueled by the fact that Bello El-Rufai came out in public in spite of the in-house fight between Obasani and his father, came out and said he is 100% loyal to Obasani. Obasani may factor in that sentiment of his relationship with Bello, his former legislative aide, and yet again look away, not wanting to hurt Bello by implementing the report. This again will be perilous, both in this world and in the next world, because this issue is beyond personal relationship. The other option open to Oba may be to privately engage all those people indicted. Companies were indicted, individuals were indicted, amounts were mentioned, specific amounts were mentioned, account numbers were mentioned, companies were mentioned. Maybe Obasani may take a hazard, may take the risk of negotiating privately with some of those indicted, collect some monies back, and then close the case. That again will not help Obasani, both in this world and in the next world, and in the eyes of the larger society. The only path of honor that Obasani may take that will appear doable, possible, credible, and gentlemanly is to ignore all these personal sentiments, ignore all these personal relationships, ignore whatever might be said. Be manly, sum up the courage, and ensure that he implements the report completely, fully, and wholly by ensuring that he refer all those indicted to a competent court of jurisdiction in Kaduna State, a high court in Kaduna State, any of the high courts. Charge them before these high courts. Let the courts decide their fate. That way, he will be writing his name in bronze, in silver, in gold, in platinum, and in the book of history. Anything short of that will spell doom for Obasani's not only life and living, but political future and his future forever. And he will be written in the book of dishonor by avoiding to do what is to be done rightly, timely, and correctly, and by evading and harboring people who are suspected of committing various types of crimes. The choice is entirely on the two shoulders of Obasani, and people are watching, the world is watching, the angels are watching, and certainly God, the omnipresent, is watching.